Hello, fellow adventurers. My name is Trielle, and I'm part of our Waterdeep Beginner's Adventure here at Security Public Library's Dungeons & Dragons Club. And I am going to walk you through how to get set up before your first game. Now, you should have already emailed our wonderful Dungeon Master, Melindra. Her email is right here, and she should have sent you a Getting Started email. Now, for those of you who are brand new to D&D or have never done this virtually, that email can be kind of intimidating, so I'm here to walk you through it. The first thing we're going to do is build your character. Now, the Trielle, the character that I have, was built in D&D Beyond. So, you are going to go to dndbeyond.com and you're going to sign up for free. Now, I signed up through Google, but there's other options available. If you don't have an email, make sure you ask your parent or guardian to help you set this up. You're going to sign on in. And it will automatically bring you to the homepage. Now, for those who are new to D&D Beyond is a really great resource to learn more. There's all of the rules, classes, characters, spells, monsters, backgrounds, storylines, all are here for you to use. They have some wonderful sources if you want to read more about D&D, but most importantly, they have a character builder. So, we are going to go there. Now, there's different options on how to build a character. If you've already done this, go ahead and skip through this part of the video. If you're brand new, you can randomize. Click this and D&D Beyond will build you a full character with no input if you just want someone to pick something for you. You can also do a quick build, which will give you recommendations, step by step, on how to build a character. I like using the standard version, but clicking right here that says show help text. This will give you more information and explain all of the terms that we are talking about. So if you click standard, here's some information, and then you have to name your character. I'm gonna name this character Tim. Now we have to set some preferences, so follow along. Make sure you click homebrew content, critical role content. You can skip playtest, keep magic and airborne, skip the Rick and Morty content, and click non-core D&D content. Make sure you have dice rolling enabled. We do roll all of our dice virtually. Make sure the optional features are both clicked. Make sure you go to XP for our advancement type. We do not do milestone. Make sure your hit points are fixed, that your prerequisites are both clicked, that the scaled spells are enabled, and make sure you hit no encumbrance and enable ignore coin weight. Make sure your modifiers say modifier top, and that your character is set to public so you can share your character with Melindra when you're all done. Go ahead and click next, and now we start the character building. D&D Beyond is really great. All of the choices have descriptions on what everything is, so if you're brand new, you can read through them. It'll list everything here as well. Now, for your class, remember we are all starting at level 1 unless Melindra says otherwise. So here, you'll want to make sure you're level 1. Anything highlighted in blue means you have to pick something. So I'm just going to pick a couple random things. And then we hit next. Next, you can use this to choose your abilities, so what you are good at. In order to get your ability scores, you are going to go here and you're going to hit rolled, and you are going to start rolling your dice. If you have your dice enabled in D&D Beyond, they'll roll on the screen. Once you've rolled all of these, you can start putting them into the categories. If your character is not super strong, you can put the lowest number in strength. If you want your character to be super wise, you can put the highest number in wisdom. And you're just gonna place them in each of their categories. And then you're going to apply ability scores. If you have any questions on how ability scores work with your character or what you've chosen and how they work with the game, you can go ahead and contact Melindra and she'll answer all of your questions. So now we're off to the next section. And then you get to describe your character. You get to choose what they do for a living. So let's do criminal. You get to choose different things based off of that career path, and you can add your character details right here. Are they good, neutral, lawful, chaotic? What's their physical description? What do they look like? And any personal characteristics. How are they as a person? If you need help building this out or anything part of this character building, remember you can always reach out to Melindra and she can walk you through how to do this. The last step is choosing your equipment. I just hit equipment, choose the options it brings to you, and then add it. Red little button that says add. Now, once you're finished building your character, you're going to view your character sheet. And there we are, your full character with all of the information needed. The most important thing that you need to do next is click right here, the settings cog. This sidebar will pop up and you need to hit shareable link. Now if it gives you this page, don't freak out. Just go ahead and refresh your page. Go back to the cogwheel. Slide down to shareable link. Now you need to copy and paste this link into an email and send it to Melindra so she can upload you into our virtual tabletop called Foundry and get you all set up in that before we play. The next thing you need to do is get something called Beyond 20. Now, if you're in Google Chrome, you're going to go to the Chrome Web Store for this extension. If you're using Firefox, you're going to click the Firefox link that Melindra put in the email, and you are going to add the Beyond 20 extension. And it shows up right here as a B behind or in front of a red dice. And this is how we connect our tabletop game to Beyond D&D Beyond and how we roll our dice. Once you have the extension loaded in, you're going to create a Discord. Discord is how we talk to each other, how we communicate, ask questions, and how we play together when we have our tabletop up. So you are going to go to discord.com and you're going to create an account. Once you create your account, your homepage is going to be like this. And you're going to need to add Melindra's server. In her Getting Started email, she has her server link listed. You need to go to this plus sign. You need to join a server, and you need to paste that link right here and hit join server. Once she accepts you into her server, you can click on it, and voila, you're in our D&D general chat. We have questions, screenshots, memes, all of that in our general chat. You'll need to read the code of conduct and give it a like right here before you play it for your first time. This is just a list of how we play with each other, how we respect each other, and what the do's and don'ts are while we are virtually playing. Now, there's a couple things you need to do before your first game. Make sure you have your character sheet pulled up. Make sure you have Beyond 20 all set up and ready to go. And in Discord, make sure you are in the D&D chat. Now don't worry, we don't use video. All we use is audio. So right here, it shows your name and if you're muted. If you come down here, you can unmute yourself. And that green circle around your icon shows that people can hear you. Now, if you mute yourself, it'll go back to black, and that shows that no one else can hear you while you're talking. When you're in your campaign, make sure you're just in the right text chat to make sure you know what's going on. And Melindra will send the Foundry link. once the link loads, you're going to type in your character's name and the passcode Melinda gave you, and you're all set to play. Now remember, if you have any questions or concerns, you can go ahead and either type in the general tab in our Discord or contact Melinda and she'll help you figure everything out. So get ready to play, and I can't wait to see what your adventure looks like.